Hi everyone, I'm back, and this time I'm going to be doing a pour with PVAc glue. This is still the updated January sponsor list, so thank you all for that. Now, for the people that have really followed me and watched every single video, you know that I'm out of pouring medium. So what I'm going to use is the Collal bookbinders glue. And this one is the multi-purpose white PVAc glue, and it's transparent when dry and remains flexible, moisture-proof and solvent-free. And this also is used for binding paints, pigments. So this is the good stuff. And if you can't get this in your country, that's the brand Collal. If you can't get this, please look for a bookbinder's glue, because that is usually acid-free and archival. So I sell this in my shop. It's, as you can see, a liter, 1,000 grams. It's $14.95, something like that for a liter, so that's kind of cheap. And that's why a lot of people like using it. So what I'm going to do is I have a lot of paint mixed up, but I'm going to make two videos, one in English, the other one in Dutch. And I'm going to try and see if I can recreate one I did a while back, although I don't think it's going to happen because I don't have all the colors, but we'll see. So I'm putting all these in, at least half. A little bit more of the green, that'd be nice. Okay, now I'm gonna just release it straight away, just like that. And it's gonna be messy, as you can see. Letting it go over the sides a little bit before I torch. I think the next one I'll skip the that much of the yellow. Might be nice, but who knows. Okay, torch. Now this stuff, it sells like something else, as you can see. It's a lot of cells. In the next one I'll use a little bit more of that turquoise. But what I'm trying to do now is to spread those cells just a little bit bigger. And I have to watch out, because before you know it, they get really long, like up here. And that's not what I really like. I should have had a palette knife to help me put it over the edge. There it goes. Now, as you can see, this stuff really works. And when I say it works, it's you torch it and it just keeps on moving after you've torched. And usually, when you use pouring medium, that doesn't happen. Now, there's a lot on here on the table, so I'll leave it here just for a little bit. But as you can see, the definition of the cells, they just, you know, they expand and expand. So that's what it does. I'm going to try and see what it does when I swipe it. I'm going to clean off my... And a lot of people keep asking me about this photo paper I use. This is the photo paper. Let's see if we can get it into, there it is, Kodak Extra Life paper. And why I use this is because it has a plastic layer, and that really helps to keep the paper flat when it's totally covered with wet paint. Now, as you can see, these colors, they tend to go muddy pretty fast, as you can see. See how this stuff sells? That's beautiful. That really goes really fast. So all that's in here, and this is important because a lot of people always ask me, you know, what is in there? So it's only paint. You put in a paint in a little of those plastic cups, and I put in 30%, 30 to 40 of the glue. So we're gonna keep this one. I'm gonna get the excess paint off and make it go down a little bit. Makes the cells a little bit bigger. Help it a little bit so it's totally covered. There it is. See that? Okay, we'll keep that one. Put that right there. Now this one I'm not so really thrilled about. So what I'm gonna do is get a little bit more of that turquoise. And I am going to do a little thing over it with a little bit more color. See how that brings it all out? That's it. No more than that. It's more than enough. Then I'm going to make them a little bit wider. That's it. I don't think my little torch can really do that. That's going to give it a little bit more color. And I wanted to do something else with it. Oops, there's one. Because I want to see how this works if I, see, it really doesn't let me pull it. So that's something that I think is not possible with this stuff. See that the stripes I pulled through there? They're not really beautiful. So that doesn't work. There's a little hint of a stripe, but not totally like I really like it. Now one more of these. Just see what happens. Let that run down. Because like I said, I'm going to get one of those big punches, hearts, and I'm gonna punch out a lot of these hearts and then put them on a cardboard and frame it. So I want a lot of these. That's one more. And the last one, I promise. Zip. Let's see where we have. I don't really like these colors though, but we'll see what happens. And pull it over there. Should have got my bigger palette knife. For the swipe thing, it's better to have a bigger palette knife. That's it. That's pretty. And there's just one more thing I want to test. Because this is dimethicone, what's in here. See, that's kind of cute too. That's okay. You know, for making those hearts, you know, having some different sort of patterns, that's cool. Now I'm gonna get some spray. And this time I'm not gonna spray on my canvas, so I'm gonna take this away for a bit. Let's see where I can put it. There we go. And one more test and then we're done. So I'm gonna scoop this all up. See how it goes muddy now? That's really muddy. That is mud. Nope, it's doing nothing. So I think the dimethicone was the best bet. That is kind of nice. Let's see if I can get you in here. There it is. This is very subtle, but I do like it. And I think for a piece of jewelry, it's just enough. Sometimes you don't want those really cells popping up in your face. You know, just a little hint of them is kind of nice. We'll see. I'll keep this one too. Okay, this was the English version. I'll be right back. And then I'll do the Dutch version with exactly the same paints. And we'll see the difference. Only I'll do a little less yellow and do more of the turquoise, I think. Yeah. Okay, see you in a bit.